Hello everybody, this is Anthony at Zozo1 Anthony, and today we have Chokkan over here from the
Hello.
YouTubes. If you haven't already, you should check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna put the link in chat right now, or you can just look him up on Google. You'll see him. I think if people look up Chokkan, they literally see you first, right? I think so.
I know, give it a try.
I think
Give it a
so. Okay. I think so. All right.
try. Google me.
I'm gonna put Google over your face. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hold on. So if I do Chokkan, okay. First of all, we get the trees, but
Oh,
you can see
am I hard to hear again?
you can see on YouTube, his YouTube channel is actually the first result. That's actually pretty impressive. Can you see that on stream?
It's a lot of hard work and craft. Yeah, that's SEO.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. It's the first one. Okay, so that's great. Wait, really hard to hear Chokkan? Okay, did
Really hard
something
to hear
happen to
me?
his microphone?
And bad. My audio is bad.
What happened? I didn't change anything on my end, I don't think.
No, neither did I since somebody said it was okay.
Hold on. Maybe. Okay. Chokkan, can you try to say something?
Yeah, I'm saying something. Here I am. No, it's capturing from the correct mic.
It could be on my end. Give me 1 second. Give me just 1 second. God damn it. Oh wow, it's actually long enough. Okay. Hold on. I think we should be okay. Hold on. Okay, can you guys hear us just fine now? I hope.
Can't hear me at all now.
Okay, I think you should be able to hear him now. Okay. Can you hear him now? Okay, everything's fine. Great. Amazing. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
I think we're good. So what I had to do was before this, I swapped my desktop audio over to my microphone that's over here so that I could plug my headphones in. Thankfully, past me was smart enough to buy a 3.5 millimeter audio jack extension. So now I have this extended all the way from the other side of the room, and it's back to the default settings. So now it works. Great. Okay, amazing.
Nice.
Let's start over. Okay, so here I'm Anthony. This is Chokkan from YouTube. You can see the link. I guess it's under his face right now. So check him out over there. And now Chokkan, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what kind of videos you make. Are they adult friendly or kid friendly?
All of my videos are kid friendly for the most part. There's a few innuendos, but for the most part they're kid friendly.
Yeah, it's good to see Chokkan here because I know he streamed once. He streamed twice. Once wasn't actually live. So I don't know if you guys seen that video. A lot. I was surprised at the number of people who are confused by that video actually.
Yeah, that worked perfectly.
Yeah, I was looking because I saw it. I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. And then I looked at the comments. People are all like, "Oh, is this real? Is this?" I'm like, "Wait, How do you how can you not tell? You know, like just keep watching and you can figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, and people were defending me against the fake trolls.
Oh man, we have to get into YouTube comments. I found at least one or a couple that I just think we have to check them out on stream later. But yeah, so we've got more people here. We've got Deadwing Dick, thank you for 11 months in a row. Cerizal, Beatlocks, Iridius. Yes, hello everyone. So Chokkan, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's 10:40, so I can't really make being sleepy as an excuse now.
Yeah, but you're on break, aren't you?
I am, yeah,
holiday.
I am.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Just try not to think
Mine
of
is
work too
ending.
much.
Mine, I have to go back to classes next week, so that's gonna be fun.
Have
yeah,
you been
so-
on break?
Huh?
Have you been on a break now?
Yeah, for a week.
Oh, okay.
Yes, although I didn't do much at all. I guess that's a good thing. But did you have breakfast yet? What's Sunday morning look like to you?
I haven't had breakfast. No, I just had half a cup of tea that's cold now.
Very nice, of course you have a cup of tea. I've been drinking my tea without sugar these days. So the only similarity the Texans have with the Brits is that we also like black tea, except ours is all just sweet as hell. You know, it's just tea flavored syrup basically. If you can even taste the tea. But I've stopped putting sugar in my teas, and so now I'm feeling a bit more posh.
Yeah, I stopped putting sugar in my tea a long time ago. I used to have like two.
2 cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my first time seeing the cubes as a kid. That was because I'd seen them in cartoons and in comics, but we never had sugar in that form. And so I remember I was visiting my grandma, I think, and she had the sugar cubes, and oh my god, these things are real. I thought it was just artists being lazy and they're just fucking just drawing them into cubes instead of like the powder form. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and start with some of the questions first, because let's see. So Alex, he's not here in chat right now, but he's been an ever-present name in chat, and he actually was introduced to me by Chokkan. And
Really?
Yeah. He found my channel because you put my name somewhere. I can't remember which video it was. And it's in fact, Chokkan has brought me a lot of friends, and I am very grateful. And so Alex has, I think, a couple questions. Let me see. Hold on. I have to look at individual because I have everything in a Google form. Yes. So his first question is, could you tell us the tale of Mr. Chokkan the Worldwide? A bit of a small, origin story or autobiography or something.
I don't know. Well, like you said before, I was born in Ghana, and the reason I was born in Ghana is because my dad was teaching at the university in a place called Cape Coast, and he met my mum, who was working in the library, I think. And then they all got,
Yes, it was only love. It was purely
that part.
no lust, none of that.
Actually, I have an older brother, so I guess he was the first result of their love. So.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think the first one maybe is love, and I think like the following kids are usually just all just lust, and I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of.
I'll have to ask them.
Yeah, I think so. I think like the first one you're all optimistic, and then the following ones is just all purely carnal, accidental.
Yeah, because my brother was born in the UK. He was born somewhere near London, and he's like 3 years older than me.
Oh, so wait, so your elder brother's born in the UK, and then your dad is from UK?
Yeah, my dad is from the UK.
Okay. But then he just happened to have a job in Ghana at the time?
Yeah, he went to teach at the university. Like he was, I think he he had finished his PhD, and then he went there to get a teaching job for a bit.
Okay. See, I had no idea.
I guess
just
that's
thought,
what really smart people do instead of
yeah.
teaching English in Japan. They just become a university.
See, I think that's what because I've told my brothers about you, your Fortnites and all these things. Because my other brother loves Pokemon. He is obsessed with Pokemon. So I had to mention you. Like I had to tell about you. I know this guy who likes keyboards and absolutely loves Pokemon. And so I told him about Croagunk, and he's just like, what? Why does he like that? But anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit. And then so I told him that, you're born in Ghana, but you grew up in the UK, and but you teach, and you're in Japan, teaching English. And is your wife Japanese?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah. And so, and then he immediately was like, wait, how did he end up in Japan? And I think that's kind of what all of us want to know. You never mentioned how you ended up there.
I was doing PGCE, which is a postgraduate certificate of education in London.
Okay.
And I was kind of getting near the end of my studies, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and I'd always been interested in Japan. And I saw this ad in the newspaper for this language school, and I applied. And I had to go down to to do this 3-day training, where they ask you a question, and then they'll take the answers, and then after they judge the answers, they cut 30% of the people.
Wait. So is this like a short essay type thing, or is this do you have to write a full essay?
It was questions about English. I think it was grammar questions and.
Oh, so it's more like a test.
Yeah. It was a test of how much you actually know about English.
Oh shit! Okay, I thought it was one of those, tell what's your biggest strength or weakness or whatever.
That was later.
Okay, of course.
So they cut some people there, and then they had you answer a question like, imagine you're in a classroom and the student asks you the difference between, some grammar point and some other grammar point that is similar. What would you say? And then you have to tell them how you would teach them that, how you would explain that. And then after that, they cut some more people. And then the people that were left, they asked to come in for the next day. And then they cut more people after the second day, I think. And then after that, everybody was in.
And when was this?
This was in 2000.
2000. Man, that's 2 decades ago. That's insane.
Yeah, man.
When I think 2000, I think, I still remember that time. No, I don't. It's, whoa.
What were you doing then?
Sort of. The thing is, for me, 2000, it seems close, but, I was 6 years old or something. I like to think that I was, maybe 10 or something, in year 2000. But yeah, I was just 6 years old. I don't remember anything from there. Yeah. I was still watching Barney and Winnie the Pooh. I actually was allowed to watch Winnie the Pooh. Because even though I'm Chinese, I'm not nationally Chinese. I'm just ethnically Chinese. So we're allowed to watch Winnie the Pooh there. Not like in China. Yeah.
The stream is probably banned from China now.
Yeah. Most probably. Yeah. So 2000, you're in Japan. And then how many different schools have you been teaching at since you moved to Japan?
The company that I work for, at the time was one of the top 2 or 3 of the private language school in Japan. It's since gone out of business. Nothing to do with me.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, I worked in the middle of Tokyo, so it was amazing. I think some people you couldn't choose where you went to, and they just said, "Hey, you're going to this place," and I was like, "I'd never heard of it." They said you're going to be in Tokyo, and I was like, "Oh, cool," But then I looked on the map and I was like, "I've never heard of this place." But it was it was near Tokyo Tower, so that was really, really, really cool. And so I worked there for that one school for 4 years, but this company has schools all over the country. So then I went to work in Yokohama for another 4 years, I think. And then I changed jobs and I got my current job.
Wait, Yokohama as in the tire?
Yeah.
Okay. At
Down
first,
by the
like,
coast.
okay. That was okay. I thought that was like a city or something. Wait, is it a city? No,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah.
Oh, it is a city. Okay, wow, that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
today I learned. I just knew it about from the tire industry. I just know that they made tires.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's and then I know you said that your wife used to be your boss too, right?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so which job was this at?
the first
The
job.
first one. Okay.
She was the second woman I met when I came to Japan.
Damn. Okay. Look at you, man. Second one. That's pretty good odds. You know, it's like a. And so, wait. So is she still working at that school? Or
No,
whatever?
she left before I
okay,
did.
She left. Okay.
She left that company before I did.
Yeah, and then did you guys start dating at the job or after the job?
We did because we lived in the same we our apartments were in the same station, if you see what I mean. So we had the same station to get off.
Okay.
To
get
the
off.
end of work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I could sue her later if it doesn't work out. I could just sue her.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue outside outside the U.S. and outside like in Asia. I think a lot of people still like dating at work is not that much of a taboo. I think.
Right, as long as you're discreet.
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, I think Asians are kind of like that in general. Like as long as you don't do anything out of the ordinary, they don't really care. No one really cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after she would get she would get scolded from head office about not meeting the daily or monthly goals. She'd be crying in the office, and me being the generous, caring guy I am, I would console her, and
Nah, that's not bad. See, yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and you guys have one daughter together?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old is she? Hold on, the camera's Are we okay? Can you guys hear Chokkan?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. My mouse is missing. Yeah, it lagged for a little bit. That was weird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so I was saying and how old is your daughter right now?
She's 12.
12. Yeah, and she's in a band, right? Like the school orchestra type thing.
Yeah, she's in the brass band, which is they I don't know if it's the same, probably the same in Malaysia, right? They take the club is the most important thing for most people here.
Let me see. Let me think. I think back home there's maybe not as much emphasis. Maybe it's kind of weird because the thing is I had friends who were really into that stuff. Like they extracurricular activities and things like that. And yeah, and the ones who were in band and stuff like that, they were super into it, super competitive. But I was one of those kids that just didn't really care about any of that stuff. So I was kind of
right.
I did my own thing, and so I think in general I think they care a lot. I think it was just because for me, I didn't, so it's hard for me to see that part of the culture.
Yeah. Yes, Visionaire, she does speak Japanese. Her Japanese is you wouldn't, if you spoke to her on the phone, you wouldn't know that she's a half, as they say here.
Oh.
Her English her listening is excellent, but of course she doesn't get much chance to practice speaking, only with me and my wife. So, but when it must have been 6 or 7 years ago, she and I only went back to the UK for a month when she was pretty small, because my wife couldn't get time off. But we went back to the UK to stay with my brother for a month, and after 2 weeks, she had picked up the Liverpool accent.
Oh boy,
it was amazing.
Liverpool. See, that's another contentious topic, because I know. So, Liverpool is my family football club, and I know you're a Manchester United fiend.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, I mean, I guess most people watching wouldn't really recognize the they won't understand the bitter rivalry between the two clubs. Exactly, bitter. violent rancor? I don't even remember. Yeah. And
I guess nowadays it's much more kind of good natured.
I think so. I think especially once Man United actually took over Liverpool in the number of cups, league titles. I think Man United just stopped caring as much. I think Liverpool still really cares.
Yeah.
I think they care even more now. I think because they're like, oh god damn it, they took our record. My elder brother, still absolutely hates Manchester United. I'm kind of indifferent. My back in high school, my best friend, was a Man U fan, and so I'm a bit more indifferent about it all. Yeah.
But like my brother's wife's family, they're huge Everton fans.
Oh, so they're okay with you. Common enemy.
I don't know. I guess everybody hates Man United, so.
I guess so. I think that right now it's not so bad. They've had a pretty rough start to the year, and
because we're not in the top. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's just like whatever. No one really cares. Yeah, but I don't follow football or soccer as much anymore. Though, do you?
Neither do I. No.
Yeah, you don't really as well. Yeah, it's hard to keep up because in Japan it's probably not as big as well, right?
I mean, it is, but it's far more kind of superficial. People don't really get into it.
Because I know in Malaysia, soccer or football is huge. Like, people really care about it. Like your back of the newspaper, it'll always be EPL news.
Right.
Sports. No one cares about any of the local stuff.
A lot of their tours there, right?
Yeah. I have some scarves and mugs from the Liverpool tour in Malaysia. I didn't go though. It was at the capital instead of in Penang. But yeah, soccer is huge over there. But we suck at it though. That we're absolutely terrible at it. I mean, Japan at least you guys get into the World Cup. Your women's team super good, and then
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Malaysia, we're nowhere, but we absolutely love it. And yeah, so and I know most people don't really care about soccer though. So okay, so another one. Talking about fans and enthusiasts. So, Alex's second question is, and also fun fact, Chokkan's name is also Alex.
Yes.
Yeah, and he actually just turned 42 a few weeks ago.
I did. 42.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, so the question is, have you ever met? Age. Huh? What do you say?
Well into middle age.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna get a leather jacket and a motorbike?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about it?
Maybe just a leather jacket.
Just a leather jacket. Okay. So, the second question is: have you met any other enthusiasts in your day-to-day life outside of meetups, or have you converted anyone to this money pit of a hobby?
I haven't actually. I take a lot of my keyboards to the office, and I rotate them around. I've taken the TX-1800 there, and I've taken the TXCP there, and I've taken the
TX-1800
Tofu there.
Oh, Tofu.
And I've taken the Leopold there, but people don't really comment on them. The one thing people have said is like when I had the TX-1800 there, somebody came up. We had like some teachers from Canada, and one of them came up to my desk and go, "Oh, that keyboard looks so old."
Yeah, but you don't. People in chat are surprised that you're 42. I mean, that was me when I first saw his stream. I was like, "What the hell? This guy is, he looks, my age. It's insane." Yeah, I wonder. Do you drink a lot of water? Do you have like a specific diet?
When I was younger, I used to put moisturizer on my face. That was before blokes started getting into proper grooming and stuff. And I think I was one of the only one of my friends that actually used moisturizer. I don't know why I started, but I just did. But my mum also. My mum looks really young.
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably DNA.
Probably it. Yeah. Does your elder brother look really young as well, or no?
Yeah, I would say he does. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know
He doesn't have any grey hair though.
Okay. Well, do you have gray hair? I can't see any gray hair.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay. Well,
Stress, man.
I mean, you are a teacher, so it's
Yeah.
bound to happen. Yeah, actually, it was really so I went to go get a haircut on Monday, and so my elder brother was there, and it was really weird because, so my elder brother, he looks more like my dad, and he's got really, really straight, really thin, very light hair, and he's got a thinner scalp, and so the Asian barber, and Asian lady barbers are holy shit, they are vicious, and. And so, she's cutting my other brother's hair. She already did mine. And so she's working on his head. And she goes, "Oh, man, you're starting to really thin out. You're starting to lose hair already. You're still so young. How old are you? Oh, wow, you really need to take care of yourself." Wow, I think, and then, I don't think he's ever heard of anyone say that he's balding. I don't think he's balding at all. He just has, just light hair. But then the lady just won't, like, the whole conversation, was just about how he needs to stop being stressed out. He's still young. He needs to go exercise and blah blah blah. And I'm just oh my god, yeah. Those middle-aged Asian women, they are brutal. They are savage. Yeah. Do you cut your own hair? Or I think you go out to get your hair cut, right?
I used to cut my own hair for, well, I think ever since I was like at university. I just
Just
buzzed it all off, and I just got bored of it. It's like boring having the same haircut all the time. So my wife finally managed to convince me to go to her hair salon.
Okay.
And I was really nervous when I went there because I'd been to I'd had my hair cut by somebody else 3 times in my life. And one of those was when I was
in your life?
about 12. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's insane.
Back in the 90s, right? Imagine that. Picture the scene. Reebok pumps have just been launched.
Okay, man. Back when Reebok was still a thing.
Yeah, Reebok pumps. I had the Reebok pumps. I had the Reebok pumps shell suit. I had the Reebok pumps hoodie. And at that time, my wife, not my wife, my that's Freudian slip. My mother.
Well,
Oops. You can edit that out in post, right?
Oh yeah.
My mum had a shop in a place in Manchester called Moss Side. I don't think there's any Brits in the stream, right?
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't remember the last time we saw a Brit in the stream in Twitch chat.
Moss Side at that time especially was kind of famous for being a rough area in Manchester. I don't know if it's still like that now, but yeah, it was a rough area in Manchester. And my mum had a shop there selling like African and Ghanaian stuff like materials and drums and just knickknacks and stuff. And I went there and I got my hair cut at this shopping centre in Moss Side, and I had you used to see people with the tram lines and the
that's come back. I think that's come back. I think people.
I had that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And I went to school and I got in trouble for it.
Yeah, because in Malaysia we have really strict hair rules as well for most schools, and yeah, people would try to get that, and then they can maybe get away with it for a few days, and eventually someone will catch them, and then the teacher will actually just buzz it off in front of everyone.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I got my hair cut by the discipline teacher. She just took out a pair of scissors and just chopped it off. That was it. Yeah. And I think the worst ones are the ones where they intentionally chop it off at the almost at the roots, almost at the base of your hair, so that you have to go buzz it all off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they won't cut a lot of it, but they'll make sure to make it look bad enough that you have to just get rid of all your hair.
You've got no choice.
Exactly. Yeah, and also just the shame of it. I think they get off on that. I think they enjoy that. Yeah. Is Japan still okay with public beatings or no? Stuff like that.
There's been a few scandals over the past couple of years about teachers getting overly, physical, violent with the students, especially for clubs like baseball.
Yeah.
So there's more of an eye on that kind of thing now.
Okay, so they're moving away from corporal punishment, is what they call it.
Yeah, but that's the way a lot of the teachers are.
Yeah.
Like they were taught like that. So to be excessively harsh and sometimes physical, that's the way they do it, I think.
Are you? Do you ever cane your students?
No.
Okay, not you. Not you.
No.
Of course not you. Chokkan's an angel. Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah, I think in Malaysia it's also kind of slowly moving away from that. But I think it's still better. I think the worst are the ones people who defend it, saying that well, I turned out okay,
Right.
so it should be fine. I mean, I I had a lot of beatings myself, but first of all, I don't think I turned out okay. So I don't know if it worked very well. Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Visionaire. Just kill him with witty responses.
Exactly. I think. I mean, so I actually worked as a teacher before I came to the U.S. I worked for a teacher for maybe 4 months. It wasn't like a big gig or anything like that.
All right.
Yeah, but I definitely was not a violent teacher. Although I did sort of kind of get in trouble one time because there's this one problematic kid and he got into a fight with someone else. So I had to separate the students. The kid went home and told the mom that I punched him, and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh God.
Yeah, so that was fun having to deal with that. I still maintain my innocence. Okay, so let's move on to there's another question from Chimera. This is someone who is local to Dallas. He asks, "What are your top 3 favorite switches?"
Recently, I finally got the retooled black. Like I think like the end of last year, I started buying them, and I
From
really
Arrow.com?
like them. And they're not super smooth,
Yeah.
but like they're cheap and they're good enough, right?
Exactly. I think I've been telling people to get that. Just the same thing. Like you can afford to throw 1 or 2. 1 out of 3 away. Like
Right.
it's so cheap.
Right. So I really like those, and the other ones I like are the original Zeals.
Okay. Just specific
like
weight
those.
that you like.
I usually just switch them out with Sprit 68 gram, but I think I'm going to try lighter ones.
Yeah, I think I like 65 the best. I think.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll try.
Yeah.
That was 2. I only said 2.
That's
didn't
2. Yes, that's just 2.
And
This is why you're an
probably
English
when
teacher, not a math teacher.
when I finally put them in my keyboard, I think I will probably like Helios, but I can't see myself putting them in more than a keyboard.
Okay, because Helios, I don't know. I'm surprised at how popular they are. Actually, I thought that the Xylens would be more popular, but I think the Helios are more popular than the Xylens. At least I don't know. I think more people seem to like the Helios. I built 2 boards with the Helios. I think they're all right. I guess. I think I like them more as individual switches than on a whole board.
Right.
Because then you find out that a lot of them sound different from each other because of the rubber pads and everything. There's just this inherent inconsistency about it. I think.
No.
I think that's what drives me insane. I know that a lot of people really enjoy it. So, but for me, I can't really stand that. It's definitely a quiet switch though. I think something you could bring to work or something.
Yeah, I mean, for things that I haven't tried, there's the Helios, the Telios, and Gateron Yellows is probably the ones that I'm
You've
eager
not
to
tried
try.
Telios?
No.
Man, yeah, that is surprising. I wonder if I have any left over. What we should do is we should all just kind of just gather around all these weird switches that Chokkan wants and just ship it all in one box to him. I think that's what we should do. Because I mean, I have a lot of leftover stuff. Just
I've never tried Nixies either, so if you want to send me a case of those.
okay. If you just want to send me like 84 Nixies, that'll work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build a keyboard soon with high-row switches.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how good they're gonna be, but yeah. Nixies, I can't remember if I've tried those in person. I think I have. And I think that, so yeah, switches, I know there was someone who asked, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Someone actually asked, this is to talk about switches. Okay, someone asked. I can't see who wrote this, but why do you like Alps so much? You seem to have quite a few Alps boards on YouTube. And he says, I personally have never tried Alps, but I saw an offer for an ABS M1 with SKBM Black Alps for 37. Oh wow, now it's getting into okay. So do you like Alps? Why do you like Alps?
I just got interested in them because as an alternative to MX, and I actually don't have a lot of Alps boards. I only have the Monarch, which is one of the first keyboards that I built with the numpad on the left hand side. And I have my my board with Orange Alps, but that's not even finished yet because I'm supposed to lube it, but I haven't got around to it yet. And then I have some loose Green Alps which I haven't put in anything yet. They're just waiting for something.
Yeah, but I mean that's still too many keyboards. I'm just kidding. I don't mind Alps. I quite enjoyed SKCM Brown Alps. I think they're not bad.
Oh, I've never tried them.
You never tried them? They can get pretty expensive though. Like now, I think if you try to collect like a full board's worth. Yeah. Yep. There was somebody on the Top Clack Discord. I'm on it, but I don't. It moves too fast for me. Yeah. I don't really, post much in there. But there was a guy in there the other day saying how much he hated Brown Alps and how overrated they were. Okay.
But I've never tried them, and he was saying like, they're not good, and the only reason why they're expensive is because people want to flip them for higher prices, so they say that they're good.
I don't know. The thing is, it's not something that I would ever put on a board for myself, but I can completely understand why some people like them. Like they were the Zilios and the Holy Pandas before those were a thing.
Right.
Yeah, and I was supposed to build a Duck Orion with the SKCM Brown Alps. God had like a whole thing for it. He had the plate for it. He had these adapters for Alps MX. He had the whole thing ready, and he kind of just left the hobby and just sold everything. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. He had spent so much just getting all those parts together, and he just kind of just 50% off everything.
Yeah, I have those adapters too, but I haven't used them either.
Did they actually ship out? So you got yours?
Yes, finally got them.
Yeah, because I know there was a lot of drama. Not really drama, but just kind of just.
Yeah, the guy had a load of issues, didn't he? But he was putting his own money into that. That must have cost him a fortune.
Yeah, I think that yeah, it wasn't so much him. It was more just like the everything surrounding it. Because I think even when Gal was still in it, he said like, the guy's been really good about keeping us updated and everything, but it's just problem after problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've had some common problems with keyboards,
Yes.
The M65, good old M65. You have it right here. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, you should show it on stream here. just bring it out here. Cause mine's long gone.
You sold yours?
Yeah. Did I not building mine? No, I didn't even build mine. I sold it immediately when I got it. Look at that. And how long did you wait? Do you remember?
Oh god.
Did you get yours later than I did? I think so, right?
I think I did, yeah. Yeah, I got mine after you, so how long would that be?
Mine was 1 year and 13 days, I think.
Yeah.
And
God.
Yeah, you waited even longer. And you waited to build it too.
I did, yeah, because like nowadays, now that I have the YouTube channel, when I get a board, I want to I don't want to just build it and then post a picture of it. I want to do something interesting.
I get that, yeah.
So I had an idea. Like, I don't know if you remember, like when he had the group by going, he was running a competition for like a build log, and if you posted a build
I remember
log or
that.
something,
I remember that.
Get,
the stupidest part, the absolute stupidest part was that
something.
He gave out the awards. He made a decision and everything before he even finished shipping out all the boards.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the absolute dumbest thing ever. I remember that because I thought about doing it. You know,
Right.
back when you know, I was still talking to Jay Chan kind of casually every once in a while, and I remember I remember talking to him in private messages on Twitch, and I remember saying, "Oh, you're into Initial D as well?" He said, "Yeah, you know." He said that he actually had the arcade machine for Initial D in his
Oh, wow.
garage. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, you know, if I ever make a trip to California, you know, we have to play, you know, and then so we talked a bit about that as well. And then of course the M65 didn't turn out
Things
very well,
happen.
and then he hates me. I don't think about him very often, but yeah, he he probably he withheld my M65. For those of you who are not sure, because I don't really talk about that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, so he withheld mine intentionally because I spoke up in the GeekHack thread and asked for updates and stuff.
Right.
And I don't know, I didn't cross any lines. I think I was just like, hey, you said last week, you said this week,
That's right. Yeah.
and now it's next week, and you haven't done anything, you know.
Right.
And yeah, that was incredibly frustrating.
That was painful.
Yeah, and I guess even more so if you're international, because you're just like, you know, then you know, like that's getting out of the U.S. is just the first step.
Right.
And if the first step takes that long, you know, it's like, will I ever get it? You know, like, yeah. And do you like yours though? After you build yours?
Like, I think I like it, but like I was really annoyed that the holes on the plate didn't seem to line up with the case,
Oh, yeah.
and it was so annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues.
I
with it.
don't
Like
know
the
how
plate
that
was
could
also
happen.
too thin, apparently, so it doesn't hold
Yeah.
switches properly.
Right.
Yeah, and then there were alignment issues with the screw points as well, I think.
Yeah. It was just like I don't understand how, like they were really, really out of line. I had to ream like part of the hole out on the
Oh, wow.
plate to actually get it to even fit in.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I can see how, you know, people paid $300 for it, but you remember when people were paying like $700 for that thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That was the time. That was the time. If I'd had it then, I probably flipped it.
That's the thing I hate the most. The fact that, you know, because I got it after the value had plummeted a little bit. You know, Keyclack and Jay-Chan stock have dropped already by then.
Right.
And
Yeah.
damn it. You know, I wish he had just shipped it out earlier so I could make, you know, at least another 100, a couple hundred more. Would have been nice.
Exactly.
Would you have
But no.
sold yours if they had been like, you know, $700-800? Do you think you would
I
have?
probably would have done, but the thing is, like being here, it's a bit harder, right? 'Cause,
Okay, yeah,
like,
yeah. You could try
no
to
one
sell
wants
it
to buy
to people in
anything shipped
Southeast
from
Asia
Japan.
though. It's huge over there. Like
Yeah.
Singapore and Malaysia.
Yeah, like I do like it, and I don't think I will sell it now.
Mm-hmm.
But like I have the Zelio V2s on it, and they're
You don't really like
too,
them?
they're too much for me.
Okay, see, I'm the same way. Yeah, okay. And do you have boards with Zeo V1? You do?
I used to have my CX-1800 with the OG Zeals. I think they were
Okay.
like round 3 or 4 or
Okay,
something like
yeah.
that. And I really like those. But these
Yeah.
are too much.
I know, right? Yeah, that's why it's pretty funny. You know, for the longest time, people were laughing at me saying that Zilio. You know, I said that, you know, there's too much tactility, and people are like, no, just because you just like MX Brown, so you know. And then now people are like, I think there's a change.org petition for Zeal V1s. Have you seen that? Apparently, that's a thing. Oh, that is hilarious.
But like, would it make a difference if I put lighter springs in them though?
I think it might actually make it worse.
Really?
I think so. I
Sounds
think
heavy.
that the bump might be too big. I don't know. How heavy are the switches right now?
Oh god,
78?
don't remember. 70, yeah,
Around
70 something.
78? Okay, it should be 78.
The lower 70 if there's a 70.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Oh,
see.
It's Undone is asking where I am in JP, and they're going to visit Japan on Tuesday. I am in Saitama, the most boring prefecture.
Which part of Japan is that? Because I know nothing about
Oh,
Japanese geography.
it's where everybody who works in Tokyo actually lives.
Okay, so it's like the suburb.
Yeah. It's just one giant suburb.
Okay. Yeah. How long does it take to travel from one end of Japan to the other?
You
Ignoring
could
all the
do it.
weird ass
I
islands,
reckon
like
you could do it in a day because of the Shinkansen.
okay.
Like if you got the Shinkansen from the south of the country in Kyushu up to, and then changed in Osaka, and then got the one from Osaka to Tokyo, and then from Tokyo to Tohoku, Hokkaido, I reckon you could do that in a day.
Okay, because like in
Really?
Malaysia, I think on the peninsula, I think it's like a maximum of 12 hours drive. I think like that's
Right.
yeah. So it's not terrible. Like the peninsula is not that big. And then Penang itself, I think you can go around the whole island on by car in about 2-3 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, so Penang is tiny. It's really small.
that's pretty small.
Yeah. it's yeah. And so
Yeah.
so that's why it's also funny because like for example back home no one asks where you're from, like just it's just not a question. Like say in school, whatever you meet people, no one asks where you're from. They just assume
Right.
you're from Penang, and that's it.
Right.
Because Penang's so tiny, but I moved here, and it's all people just around the DFW area or in Texas, and then everyone was so where are you from? Which part of Texas are you from? Where are you from? And that was
Oh,
always
right.
interesting to me, because I guess that actually matters because Texas is so huge.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas for me, no one asked that question because it's just you're 45 minutes away. I don't give a shit about where you're from. I had dinner over there. Yeah.
So it takes me about it. I guess if you get like an express, it takes like about 25 minutes from here into Tokyo. So
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
no,
So I think that's the dream though. Like you live in a place that's quiet enough and away from all
Yeah.
that crazy shit. But if you want to, you could go on a weekend or something.
right.
Yeah, that's the dream. That's nice though. How many places have you lived in Japan?
Um, three, but like they're all in Kanto, this area. So like
Okay.
no other.
So you haven't
Wildly
done
different
any
places.
crazy moves.
No, I
Massive
never went to. I never lived on the island that's just cats.
We actually have a city called Kuching Cat. I don't know if you guys have seen. I have a brown shirt with like all the cats. That's actually from that city, and the city's name is Kuching, which is Malay for cat. So
Oh, why is it called that?
Because there's a lot of cats. Like that's
Really?
yeah. Apparently that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, and like you go there and there's literally just a lot of cats. Like that's about it.
Okay. Well, it's undone. If you do, then send me a message because I haven't been to the Yushakobo shop yet.
Is that the one with all the custom keyboard stuff?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen pictures and stuff. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, I've seen people have talked about it. Yeah, seems like a labor of love and a lot of money actually. 'Cause-
Definitely. Yeah, because it's in Akihabara, and I'm sure that cannot be cheap to get shop space
Yeah, I
there.
know, and he's got a lot of stuff. I
Yeah.
thought he would just buy like the cheapest things. Like no, he's got some good stuff there.
Just like floor to ceiling Tai Hao.
Straight. So he just has packages coming in from Taobao.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was quite surprised that someone was able to do that. Probably like a money laundering front for the Yakuza or something.
Probably.
Probably, yeah, probably. and so to build on that, someone just wanted to ask, what's the keyboard scene like in Japan? That's just a question from I don't remember who is it from.
It's really, really big. Like there's a lot of people running group buys for split keyboards, small keyboards, and just very strange stuff, like very, very niche stuff.
Kind of like their fashion and stuff like that, where it's just
Yeah, it's like those kind of keyboards where you see the shape of it and you're like,
I guess I could type on that.
have you seen the
Iris?
manuform dactyl? That's
Yes,
like,
the dactyl is pretty cool. Yeah, it is very interesting, that's for sure. But the dactyl is one of the more normal looking keyboards, I'd say, from Japan.
right.
Yeah,
I want
like
to try
stuff like
that
the
one.
iris and other things like that, where they're really tiny and you just lose a lot of stuff. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, so it's very big, and DIY, and it's not large scale, but there's a lot of people kind of excited about it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I
Their
mean,
their Discord is absolutely ridiculous.
oh really?
Yeah, there's like about 50 different channels.
Damn. See, I had no idea. From outside, when I think Japan, I think, oh yeah, they just have they just have a lot of HHKBs here and there, and that's about it. And there's like the weird deviants who do the crazy split ergos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't realize that the scene's big. And
it is big.
huge.
NGB is asking me to speak some Japanese.
How good is your Japanese? Like, can you speak on can people on the other end of the phone tell that you're not Japanese?
Sometimes they can't.
Okay,
Sometimes they can't.
so
But
that means
like,
pretty good though.
yeah, it depends what it depends what I'm saying.
Okay, if you're ordering just like a bowl of ramen, it's fine.
Yeah. If I'm at school and I call somebody,
Uh-huh.
or like somebody calls and I answer, and then they go, "Wait, is that Alex?"
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, because I know a lot of people Chinese, they still struggle. So even if people can understand them, you can immediately tell when someone's just because Chinese is like there's so many words that sound the same, so it's all based on
Right.
context. So yeah, we could understand you because of context. We kind of figure out what you're trying to say, but
Yeah.
if we're being objective, like whatever you're saying doesn't make any sense because there has to be like the correct intonation and
Right.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think most people will be able to tell that if I'm on the phone that I'm not Japanese.
Yeah.
My Japanese is I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's pretty good. But
Okay.
it could be a lot better.
Yeah. It's definitely I'm pretty sure it's better than my Chinese. My Chinese is terrible. I can pronounce some things right. It's just a matter of sentence structure and I think vocabulary. My vocabulary in Chinese is just terrible, and a lot of it has to do with just being a multilingual country. So
Right.
people will use different terms. Like say instead of garbage, instead of calling it in Chinese, we'll use like the Malay word for it, and so you don't realize how mixed up your language, your Chinese is until you meet someone from China and you realize, holy shit, I can't string a full sentence of Chinese because there's always got to be some Malay and some English thrown in
Right,
here and
right.
there. But they don't understand any of that, so you're like, oh man, I don't even know this basic word and I never realized it. But the good thing is
Say Anthony is the Grandmaster Big Boy.
grandmaster in Japanese.
Most of that would be katakana. So if you just fake a Japanese accent, you can probably say it. Put a wat in there.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though that I can see someone moving to Singapore, to Malaysia, because there's still English, there's still all these other
Right.
it's pretty friendly to foreigners. But somewhere like Japan, where literally everything's in Japanese, like Spider-Verse was in Japanese.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, isn't it? Like, when I first came here, like I'd studied some Japanese before I came here, but
Okay.
like there was a gap between me studying that and then actually coming to Japan, so I'd forgotten a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then when you come here and you're illiterate,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's a weird feeling to go and
and
decide you don't know what anything says.
yep, and people actually can't speak English.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you go to France, you can the words look similar. Some of
Yeah.
them look similar, right? But like when you come here, you can't read on anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me because I've had friends who go to Japan. They always complain about I didn't realize that they actually didn't speak English. Yeah, like yeah,
What is wrong with them?
yeah. They're like, oh man, I've never been so lost before. I didn't realize all the street signs are gonna be in Japanese. Yeah,
Yeah. I went to Japan and everything was in Japanese.
Yeah. And so before we kind of started whatever, we Googled Chokkan, and his YouTube was actually the #1 result. It's pretty impressive. But so someone asked, how did you come up with your nickname Chokkan?
There was when I came to Japan, one of the first things I bought was a PlayStation 2. So I've been into games for a long time, and I usually go for things. I got a GameCube when I came here. I got a PlayStation 2 when I came here, and I queued up on launch day for the original Nintendo DS.
Damn.
And one of the launch titles was a game called Chokkan. It was like a puzzle game.
Okay.
I can't remember what the English title is, but yeah, and I had to enter a username for something, and I just used that, and then I just kept using that same one. You know how it is, yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. It was a game title.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing spiritual about it. Nothing.
Nothing spiritual, but it means like intuition or inspiration.
Oh, see,
so
I didn't know
kind
that
of
part about
fits.
it. Okay, that's pretty
Creative.
Yeah, because I mean, when I looked at it, the images were all just trees and like.
Yeah, with a different kanji,
Uh-huh.
then it's a style of bonsai tree.
Okay, yeah, because all the images are just bonsais and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, Gawk is here. Yes, I have my interview shirt on. Sure. Okay,
Hi,
let's
Gawk.
see. And then, so and then someone also asked, because we're talking about moving to Japan. Someone asked, being British, how hard was it to learn and adjust to Japanese culture?
It wasn't that bad. They're pretty reserved, and like they have a drinking culture which we share in the UK too. So that was quite easy to fit into.
Did anyone call you gaijin or anything like that?
They do. They do.
They do. Okay. Yeah, because I just think sometimes I like to think of Tokyo Drift by Chokkan's face on it. Can imagine that. Yeah. How do you feel about the whole what's the word, individualistic versus collectivist? Do you think you see that a lot, or do you think like it's a just anthropologists just jerking off to stereotypes?
I see, especially for kids, it's very difficult for some of them to fit in and conform. Like the ones that really stand out are the ones that are a little bit strange and a little bit louder than the other ones, or a little bit more outspoken. And I think it can be very hard for them to fit into the school, because you have to conform, and you basically expected to be like everybody else. So I think it's really hard for some kids to realize that they're a little bit, a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I back in school, I know actually one thing. So I had a faux hawk or whatever for the longest time. I finally got rid of that.
Oh.
But I remember when I moved here, back home, no one would say anything about my hair. It was just normal. When I moved to Texas, almost everyone would make a comment about it, like, "Oh man, I like your hair," or "Oh man, your hair looks kind of crazy," or something. Like they'll say something, and then I realized that people here just don't go crazy with their hair as much.
Right.
But back home, hairstyles are everything. Like everyone, just look at a lot of Asian cultures. They have the crazy hairstyles. Just look at Final Fantasy. The wacky ass hair.
Right.
Yeah, and like Japanese, if you watch any of their soap operas or anything like that, they all have crazy hair. And
Right.
It's pretty interesting. And I realized, oh man, maybe we have so much crazy hair because otherwise we all have black hair, black eyes.
Yeah.
We're all about the same height. So, it's like one of the few ways we can stand out.
Yeah, exactly.
We all have the same body type as well. You won't see like huge, jacked
Right.
up people very often. Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of it.
So
to do with that.
I somebody asked what age range I teach. I teach. I used to only teach junior high school or middle school, but since last year I started teaching in a high school too. Yeah. So we had some exchange students from Australia a few years ago, and when they came, our kids were amazed at how different they all were. Like these Australian kids, they were short, they were tall, they were skinny, they were fat, they had blonde curly hair, they had ginger hair. They were all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
It blew their minds.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same way for us, yeah, because, and our schools actually, it really encouraged conformity because, you would have uniforms. Most schools would have a very strict dress codes with hair as well. Like, for boys, a lot of boys' schools, you have to have like a certain buzz cut. Can't be too short,
Right.
can't be too long. Like you have to have a number 2 or number 3 or whatever. And yeah, they actually like that. And so if you have white shoes and if someone buys a pair of Nike white shoes, they'll make a new rule saying, oh, you can't wear Nike white shoes. It has to look like regular white shoes. Because people try to bend the rules and they'll try to, they'll find some way of standing out.
Yeah.
But the school will clamp down on it real fast. Does Japan do that very much? Like Japanese
Yeah,
schools?
they do. Like if they have like a different coat, like in the winter,
Yeah.
there's like some girl wants to wear like a coat that's like dark green instead of like the usual
Black or
black
brown?
or dark blue,
Yeah.
she'll get words.
Woods.
Or like if they have like like a bobby pin,
Uh-huh.
it has to be black.
Yep, same thing back home. Yeah, you can't have it colored. You can't just
No.
basically you have to Like again, this is so much about conformity. Just everyone has to look
Yeah.
the same.
No flair.
Yeah, no flair at all. Anything that could make other people notice you or make other kids
Right.
jealous, you're
Right.
not allowed to have it. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Let's see. I'm looking at other questions.
Somebody asked if I like anime, and I not really. Like I'm not really into it. I don't dislike it, but there's not a lot of anime that I'm in. I think I've watched and really enjoyed like 3 or 4 anime. There's a very old one called Gwyn Saga, which I really, really liked. And I watched Full Metal Alchemist, and I really liked that.
I know that one.
And I watched one about football, and I really loved that too. I can't remember the name of it though.
Did you ever watch Detective Conan?
I do because my daughter really likes it. so
Okay.
I do
Have you
watch
guys
that
been to
too.
Conan Town?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay. Have you seen Conan O'Brien at Conan Town?
No,
He went there.
I saw that he came to Japan though.
Yeah, they had this thing where the mayor of Conan Town, was like, they had this whole thing about like who's the original Conan and blah blah blah. Yeah, you should check
okay.
it out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I watched a lot of Detective Conan growing up. Sadly, it was all dubbed to Malay, I think, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, so I have no idea what he's supposed to sound like. Like in my head, he sounds like an old Malay man, but he's not that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and it's a shame because Detective Conan is actually not very popular here in the U.S. I'm quite surprised.
Oh right.
It never caught when people think Conan, they think either tall ginger with the talk show, or they think
The Barbarian.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's a shame. Because I really enjoyed Detective Conan. That was my jam. I watched that. I watched I think, Metabots. That's not really anime though.
Mm.
And some Pokemon here and there. Yeah. Yeah, you should go to Conan Town. I'm surprised you
I
never
should.
been. Yeah.
I have to research it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So speaking of your daughter and your family, someone asked, as a model father and husband. Oh wow. Does Chokkan have any tips for those of us who are struggling with relationships?
Well, I think anybody will tell you that it's all about give and take. And I think usually people are too selfish, then that's where problems can occur.
Yeah.
Right.
And people don't like compromise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
People think that
Because
compromise is weak.
it makes you feel like you're losing.
Yeah. It's all that zero-sum game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty big thing for a lot of people to learn.
NGB.
Let's see.
Always.
Okay. So there's this weird one where do more keyboard type than yours does. I have no idea. That's from Mouse's Finder. Mouse's Finder always shows up with the weirdest things. I have no idea what that what that even means. Do more keyboards type than yours does. Okay, so this one, there's a. I'm not quite sure what this is referring to, but it says, "From which prison did you acquire that orange jumpsuit?"
Oh, the orange jumpsuit.
Do you have
I was
a
going to wear it
recent
today,
video?
but I decided like it might mess up the the camera. But like people that work at like factories and stuff, they wear those kind of uniforms. Like it'll be kind of pale cream or green or blue, and they're that style, like a work shirt style with the cap, you know. So I wanted something like that, and I didn't want the normal one, so I just got an orange, and then I made a patch and ironed it on there.
See, of course, it's the guy gene trying to stand out.
Yeah.
That's not what the Japanese would do.
Upsetting the harmony.
Yep. Okay, and then it's a jumpsuit, and then we were we asked about breakfast, and there actually was a question about that. So someone asked, "What is your favorite breakfast item?" And also, someone asked, "What's your go-to comfort food?" So let's deal with the breakfast first.
Okay.
What's your favorite breakfast item?
Back home it would have been bacon, but like you can't get bacon.
Hold on, bacon crunchy or little soft?
A little soft.
There we go, my man. Okay, I knew you were a good one. Okay, so go on.
Right. I was dreading the food questions. Yeah, so bacon, but you can't get bacon here because like there's some rule about like, you're not allowed to sell cured raw meat or
actually,
something.
I think I know what you're talking about. There actually is something about it's more of a health concern than anything. Food safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like some I can't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, something to do with the curing process.
Yeah. So it would be bacon, but now I don't often eat breakfast. So my answer is a cup of tea. And coffee.
What do you think about baked beans on toast?
I love baked beans on toast, but neither of my wife and daughter don't really like them. So
really?
If I buy a tin, I have to eat it all myself. It's kind of hard.
What do you think about what's the word? Blood pudding? Is that it?
Black pudding, yes.
Black pudding, there we go.
I don't love it. I can eat it, but yeah, it's not one of my faves.
Yeah, you don't like it as much as spotted dick. That's my personal favorite.
Of course.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke at first because actually I don't know if I ever mentioned. Yeah, my college roommate, I lived with him for 2 semesters. I lived in a room with him, and then he was also my housemate for half a year.
He was a Brit, right?
Yep. And so I remember he was telling me about spotted dick, and I just thought, oh, you must be pulling my leg, like you're joking. There's no such thing. And it turns out, yeah, it is. You could get it in a can. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a food called faggots too.
I'm sure he's mentioned that, yeah. And yeah, to him he had a lot of weird terminology as well. Like for example, I think dinner was lunch, and actual dinner was supper. Like what you eat late at night is
that
supper.
Still confuses me. My daughter and my daughter always corrects me, and I'm like, it's not my fault. Like the midday meal and the evening one, they're called different things in the north of England. So yeah.
So wait, which one do you call dinner? Like at least when you were growing up?
See, I'm in the transitional period now where I'm getting taught to saying it the what for me is the American way.
Okay.
Or the Southern way. So yeah, now I say lunch and dinner for the evening meal, but I used to say dinner for the afternoon meal.
Yeah. That's why in Chinese it's easy. We just call it 早餐,午餐,晚餐, which is morning meal, afternoon meal, and night meal. So easy.
Exactly.
So simple. Yeah, there's no ambiguity about that.
Right.
Okay. And then so yeah, talking about food. Someone also asked, "What's your go-to comfort food?"
Probably these chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I have some chocolate just right here. So it's a shitty IKEA one because I was at IKEA a few days ago, and holy shit, you get a whole bar for $1. I'm like, fucking hell, I'm gonna buy. I bought 3 bars, and I regret it because I should have bought 30. I finished the whole bar last night, and then I started a new one, and I'm almost done with that one too. And I think I'm gonna have a.
Well, Visionaire had a question about keyboards. Is there a keyboard in IC or GB that you're most interested in? I'm not actually waiting for any right now. I think there's only one that I'm waiting for. It's the SBX. Is it the SBX 60? Somebody correct me.
I have not heard that one. I'm gonna look it up right now.
That weird looking one run by Plastic Schnitzel, the German guy.
SPX.
Somewhere.
Oh my lord, it's correcting me to a music keyboard. Is it SPX?
SKB 60.
Oh, hold on. Is this the one where it's really industrial looking?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the group I had.
That's right.
Or did you actually buy it? Did you get in on that?
I did.
Okay, that's cool. I thought about getting the 75%. Yeah, I like the design. I think that it's cool. I know that some people are like, oh, it looks so looks so
the
cheap.
exposed screws and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, well, why not? Rama had exposed screws. If Rama,
That's right.
If Rama thinks it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. For me, 8X. I'm excited for the next thing Gawk is working on. So I think this is the first time I'm mentioning it on stream. Yeah, Gawk is working on something. So
is it?
You might like it. I think maybe you might like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like everybody else, I'm also excited by the Mark II thing from KBD fans.
Yep, it's gonna be something related to that. So
is it?
Yeah. So the good thing is that if it ends up
spill the beans, Gawk.
Oh man, the funny thing is every time someone mentions Gawk in chat, Twitch auto mods will filter the message out, and I have to manually approve every time someone mentions Gawk.
Really?
Yeah, I think that they think that someone's trying to say.
Is it
gook.
a bad word? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Yeah. So if it ends up happening the way it's planned to, then you in Japan could get it pretty reliably. You could. It's something accessible to you. Yeah. So maybe, and it won't be horrendously expensive or restricted.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
NGB asked what smartphone I have, and I have a Nexus 5.
Classic. Absolute
Classic.
Has yours boot looped at all?
It does sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I actually quite like the Nexus 5. I think that because the Nexus 5 has a plastic back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a nice plastic back though. It feels pretty
it's
nice.
Like if you have a Kindle, an Amazon Kindle, it's like that.
It's like that. Yeah. I wish I had a Nexus 5 back in the day. Those things were cool. Like, right now, maybe I don't think I care for one.
No. I'm ready for an upgrade.
Okay. Do you think about you said you might get a Samsung, right?
A what? Sorry.
A Samsung.
Yes. Yeah. But now everyone's saying, what's the problem with it? Like it
can't detect if it's in
your pocket or something.
Yeah, something like that. So it keeps waking up your phone, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But this gets about like 4 hours of battery. So,
Yeah. So that's not so bad.
I can deal with that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. And. Because we do want to talk about your YouTube in a bit. Let's see if there are any other questions outside of that. Real quick one.
Yeah, this is the OG 5, not the 5X. This is the original Nexus 5.
Yeah, so I'm trying to save all the YouTube questions for the same part. Let's
Oh, okay.
what else?
NGB said, is Anthony taking away time from my God of War time? Yeah, he is, but I think like I wouldn't be able to play it now anyway because, you know, other people are downstairs.
Oh, they're using the TV. Yeah, you got a nice OLED TV. How's that?
Yeah. It's so good.
How's God of War on that?
Oh, it's incredible. And it's not even just a normal PlayStation 4. It's not even the
Pro or whatever
like,
they call it.
you know, like the Pro. Yeah, it's not even that one, and it looks amazing.
Does your computer monitor look really bad now compared to the OLED?
Yeah, because my is like a. I think somebody else posted it. I can't remember who it was, but it's like it's the LG widescreen, but it's like 2560 by 1080 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. I used to have a 2560 by 1080, yeah. The 21 by 9 ultra wides, yeah. Oh, but it's an IPS though, so it's not too terrible.
It's the same as that one in the background.
Okay, yeah, but man, the blacks are just not as deep as the OLED.
No.
Oh.
No.
OLED.
Like when you like I'll watch Netflix up here on my, you know, my PC, and I'll go downstairs and I'll watch it. I'm like, oh my god.
It's like, why am I even ever upstairs?
Yeah.
And I think that one,
I can't watch. Like I love Star Trek and I love the new series, and I think I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes up here, and then I watched 1 episode on the TV downstairs. I hate watching it here now.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, you know, the shitty part about that is that you don't want to watch stuff on your PC. You know,
right.
You're like,
I feel like I'm
exactly. You feel like
slumming
you have to wait to watch it at the TV.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, I have to, but you know, you never find time to do it because, you know, someone's downstairs or some other thing. Yeah, like that. That's why that's why God does it right. You know, He has a nice OLED as His main computer screen. So
right.
You know, any nice videos, if you send him a funny video, he can just watch it there. For me, you know, if that's like a nice video, I'm like, I'll have to watch it later. You know, I'll have to save it. You know, for the TV or something. And then you end up forgetting about it or whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Someone asked, what's your favorite Twitch emote?
This is something I wanted to talk about, actually.
Okay. Something you're passionate about.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, like I don't go on Twitch very much, and I think the only time I regularly started going on Twitch was to watch you. And I like, there's a whole different culture, right, between Twitch and YouTube, and some of the stuff I just don't get. Like I want to post an emote, and I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
I know, right? Like some of the faces you're just like, and the worst things are the ones where you think you know what it means, but it does not mean what you think it means. I think that's the most annoying thing. There actually was a segment that was pretty funny. The people in China obviously don't watch Twitch. They have their own thing, you know, like they have their own everything. And so there was a Dota tournament where a host had a little game segment thing where he had the Chinese Dota players guess what the Twitch emotes meant. And so he would show them like PogChamp and, you know, Debate and all these other ones. And so the Chinese people have no clue and they had to try to guess.
Right.
And yeah, they were horribly wrong most of the time. They had no idea. Yeah. Like I think simple ones like LOL, they can get that one. You know, they're like, okay, you know, something's funny or whatever. Okay. And then they showed them Omega LOL, and they're just like, what the hell is that? Yep. And then Kappa, people thought that the Chinese people thought like, oh, you know, it's like a good-looking man or something, and it's like, no.
right. Yeah. It took me a long time to get what that actually. When I first started using Twitch, I was like, what? I had to, like, you know, you have to get like the data points.
Oh yeah.
In context, like, okay.
And the worst part is when people use it ironically, you know, where where, you know, it's like a 3-4 tier meme, and you're just like, wait, I thought I just learned that meant this. Why are you using it this way?
Right.
What was it? We missed what you said. The thing lagged out for a bit.
Okay. Do you know what all the emotes mean?
No, I don't. I'm a pretty noob Twitch user, because I use it for streaming, and sometimes I'll watch some of my other makers and crafting friends, and then I watch Dota. That's it. Like I never watch like normal streamers.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm pretty bad at that. Like I have to rely on there's a twitchemos.com or something like that, or Know Your Memes or whatever. Like I have to rely on those websites.
Oh, I should use that.
Yeah. Like they
then I
have
can
like, kind of like a
expand the ones that I
database
need.
of all the emotes and stuff, so you get to know like the context, like how it happened.
Right.
And then they'll have the PNG file for you to copy and paste as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that
Okay,
why?
well, what's that one doing there?
Huh?
What is that?
Okay.
Is that what even is that?
That's someone's, like some other streamer's emote. So that's like not the official Twitch emote, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the Mr. Destructoid, you know, you're like, what the hell is that? You know, that robot thing. And so people use it when there's audio problems. When you have feedback
right,
and,
okay.
you know, like, you sound like a robot and people spam that. So again, like, you know, for everyone else, like, they won't know what that is, you know? Like, they'll look at it like, what the hell? Yeah. Is the Twitch emote world why you and Twitch chat why you don't want to stream on Twitch? Because someone is asking. You know, why is Chokkan only active in Anthony streams and doesn't stream himself? Seems like he could dominate Twitch like LeBron dominates the lane.
Was that? I think that was a question. Definitely not Chokkan.
Was that you or was that someone else?
It may have been me.
May have been you. Okay. May have been you.
Yeah, because I do get asked that question a lot. Like, why don't I stream?
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I guess the answer to that is YouTube related. So you might want to leave that to later.
I mean, we can just talk about that, right? You can just segue into YouTube from this.
Because like, if you've seen most of my videos, they're not spontaneous.
Yeah.
They're crafted, sometimes
Carefully
poorly.
tweaked.
Yeah, you know. So I think
Like a
that's what I
bonsai.
enjoy doing. I just don't think I'd be very good at Twitch.
I think it takes a lot of practice, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like everybody who does stream on Twitch, I really respect them, because like to do all that stuff live,
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
See, I'm kind of the opposite way, where I think that, you know, if I have to just stream it, you know, I don't mind it as much. But for stuff like YouTube, I think what happens is, you know, I have really bad writer's block. And so it's because of perfectionism. Like, you know, I hate that you know, people ask, like, oh, what's your greatest weakness or whatever, and people say, like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. But most of them aren't. You know, like, most of the people who say they're perfectionists really aren't perfectionists. But I actually am, and it's kind of crippling. You know, I would have applied to a lot more jobs when I was looking for a job, you know, if I weren't so perfectionist, and I would have just tried more. And same thing YouTube, I'll always think that, oh yeah, I have to make this video, but then I'm like, but
Right.
you know what, you know, I'll do the planning process for so long that it never ends up happening. Kind of like writing,
Right.
you know, you plan, you think about your intro for so long that nothing ever comes out on the paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a lot of mine, they take a long time to kind of think of, because I don't think I'm a perfectionist, but like I want to get this thing right.
Yeah. Like at least right for that moment in time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna make the video, like I want it the ideas that I put into it to actually be good, and I'm thinking like, if I wait a few more days, I might have a better idea.
Okay, so for videos like the Skyrim and M65 one, so was that something that how long was the process between, you know, the ideation and the actual video?
The Skyrim one took ages, because, you know, I don't know if you've played Skyrim, but
Just
the
like
game
M60,
itself,
just like the M65 goodbye.
yeah, the M65 one is, sorry, Skyrim is just broken anyway.
It is. It absolutely is broken. Yeah, I played a lot of Skyrim. That's why I love that video so much.
Even without mods, is broken. So I had to like get the mods and install some mods, and then try to figure out how to make them work. And then like I couldn't do it the way that I really wanted it to be originally, but I still wanted to do the idea.
Yeah.
So it took a long time to do that.
Do you remember?
And my original plan, you know, we were talking about the competition he wanted to do for a build log.
Yeah.
My original plan was not that. That wasn't my plan. That wasn't going to be my build log for that competition that he was going to have. I had another idea.
Okay, what is it?
It was going to be like a film noir.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like not film noir, like a new French, Nouvelle Vague homage.
Like one of
kind
those
style video.
What do they call it? Cannes
Right.
film festival, like one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was going to be like, like me smoking a cigarette in a cafe and talking about the meaning of keyboards and
It's gonna have that dim lighting and.
Yeah, me crossing a street without a designated cross point, and then I'd like stop the car as I was crossing the street and stuff like that.
Yeah, sad we didn't get to see that. Have you thought about still just making it somehow about some other thing?
I probably will do that
Okay.
for some other keyboard.
Yeah. Do you ever write down your ideas like that, or do you just kind of just remember it in the back of your head or whatever?
Yeah, there's a few that I start planning them, and then even if I don't have something I want to do, I'll just write that idea down.
You just write it down, so you have like a whole document with all these ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope it's not a notebook, because you might lose it. 'Cause you have a lot of good ideas.
It's on my computer.
Hope it's backed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone is asking about, so what is the general process for picking a 60% for the series? So this is, in case you don't know, this is the guy behind This Is My 60.
Yeah, this is a hard one, because like there isn't one. Even if the keyboard itself is good, I might not have anything interesting to say about it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not all amazing keyboards, but if I have something interesting to say about it, then it's likely to get in.
Yeah.
Or if it's just a good picture, then it's more likely to get in.
Yeah, I think, and if someone signs up at the on Patreon, maybe theirs might get in. Maybe this is a good time to mention that you should look. Hold on, let me look up. I don't think I have the link handy. Hold on, I should also put that in here. I'm just gonna put it in chat. But yeah, so if you do like this guy, this face, and the stuff he puts on YouTube, definitely check out his Patreon. You can get early content early. I think that the Skyrim one, I think, was the one that Juan Emilio was telling me. He was like, man, I gotta show you, because he's a Patreon, and so this is when he visited Dallas, and he was like, dude, I gotta show you, you gotta see this, because he saw it first, and he was like, and then he didn't end up showing it to me. We forgot about that. And then I saw that some people really didn't like it. Like a lot of people loved it, but some people really did not like it. Let me look for the video right now. Do you what did you? Because you reply to a lot of YouTube comments, like way more than I do. I respond to maybe 5% of the YouTube comments.
Yeah, I do that partly because like, I like responding to most of the comments that aren't douchey.
Okay.
But also, like, if I respond to the comment, it makes YouTube promote my video more so.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of it has to do with just like, I have to.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look for it. Where is it? Yes, actually epic build. There we go. Yeah, see, like, let's see, where was it? Because I haven't looked at all the comments, I don't remember, but the most was it the most recent video? No, it wasn't the most recent video. I took a screenshot of it. I'm trying to look for it. Hold on. So, you know what we should do? We should probably do like a, is it on Jimmy Kimmel where celebrities read mean tweets? There should be one where we have people read mean YouTube comments.
Yeah, Linus Tech Tips did a great video.
Okay, he did that. Yeah, like
he gets some horrible ones.
Yeah, people are assholes. For me, it's more just like, first of all, you like keyboards. Like we like keyboards. That's already like that's already something I don't like telling people. Unless the conversation steers in that direction, I don't mention it. And so these people have so much energy. They're watching a keyboard video. They're leaving comment on a YouTube video about keyboards, and they're leaving a mean comment.
Right.
You know, it's like, dude, like, holy shit, man. You just have so much energy. I just press Control W. I just close the tab if I don't like it, you know?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, okay, I have to read this one out. Maybe we should have Chokkan read it, but I have to. Okay. So this this one is let me put it. Oh my god, I have so many tabs open here. Hold on. Okay, so this is the YouTube video that we're talking about. This is the Ducky 1-2 mini special. This is my 60. Or this is my Tfue or whatever. And you will see the... So, one comment, and this is from Test Account 3 weeks ago. He says... I love you. Also, Mr. Cubes, thank you for the 12 months. And I think Tadford also had a sub. I'm sorry if I'm missing things in chat, by the way. If you have anything that you really want asked, tag me or tag Chokkan in your question here in chat, and I'll try to get to it. I love you. Yeah, that for 12 months. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna read this out. So this is on Test Account 3 weeks ago, and he says, so if you haven't seen the video, it's I guess we could watch like a quick clip of it real quick. Hold on, let me do that, just real quick. Okay, so people know what we're talking about. Okay, so now we don't see Chokkan's face anymore. Maybe I can put it to the side or something. Does this work? Okay, so we can put it. Oh, there we go. See, so now Chokkan can see. Oh, sort of. We can put it on his head. Okay, there we go. There we go. That works. Okay, great.
Tfue or not Tfue? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous keyboards, or to take arms against a sea of 60s, and by opposing end them, to die. Because the thing with these ones, right? No these Ducky 1-2 minis, a lot of them are similar, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all going for that same aesthetic that Tfue has.
Yes, absolutely. It's yep.
But that's that's what makes it kind of funny.
Yeah. And yeah, and yeah, I mean, I get it, you know. and so I was reading the comments today on it, and so again, this is from Test Account 3 weeks ago, and he says, "Please, no more poems."
Yeah.
and so Chokkan says, I guess he could read. You should read it. Okay, you should read your comment out to us. Okay, you should read your reply. Do you have it pulled up? Do you have that video pulled up?
No.
Okay, yeah, okay. So the link is there. If you scroll down to it. Can I give a link to it? Nope. But yeah, do you need the link to the video? Do you have it pulled up? I'll put the link again.
Can you? You could paste that comment into chat.
Okay. Let me do that, and you can read it out. It's because I just
hit myself in the face with a TX-1800.
And I will read his response to you. Okay, go for it. So that's wait, can I post the link to the comment? No, right? Okay. Go, read it out, So this is Chokkan's response to Please No More Poems.
Okay, I'd like to say that I'll try, but that would be a lie. Poetry and art are clearly a part of this channel that will never die.
And I'm Test Account. At Chokkan. I let out a sigh, bid you goodbye. Your content I loved, but now I've unsubbed.
I appreciate the effort, though. I'll take that one.
Oh man, I could not stop laughing just reading that.
You know, it's so good-natured, though, right?
I let out a sigh, bid you goodbye. Your content I loved, but now I've unsubbed. Oh man,
I bet he didn't unsub.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's
He's
no
still
way.
watching.
Yeah, you're still watching, trying to leave more mean comments. Yeah, it just blows my mind that people care enough to say stuff like that, and I think that if you don't like it, maybe turn off the notifications or whatever. Just watch what
Exactly,
you
yeah.
like. Like you have playlists, so you have a pretty good curated playlist and stuff like that. And
Right.
like, if you just want to watch This Is My 60s, just watch that.
Right.
Yeah, or if you keyboards and movies, there's only 3, I think.
That's right. They need to make more movies with keyboards in them.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we have to find more keyboards in Star Trek or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just crazy that I think I saw somewhere I saw someone was like, man, I just want to watch like This Is My 60, like stop making all these okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay, let me read this one out.
Pleasure, Gavin.
Okay, I think I found it. Okay, let me get a little bit of water. Also, I'm sorry if I'm drinking a lot of water on stream. I ate way too much chocolate yesterday. I would just like more than one whole bar.
I'm drinking water because like I took some hay fever medicine.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Hay fever medicine?
It makes you makes you
Ooh,
dry to
how's the
stop
whole
your nose from running.
Wasn't there a measles outbreak in Japan?
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
Okay. Are you safe? Are you protected?
I'm safe.
Oh, you're safe. Okay.
Measles free.
Okay, so this comment, same video. I'm sorry, but I can't watch this channel anymore. This is the most pretentious thing I've ever heard. Why can't you just talk normally and explain what the keyboard is without using poems and rhyming? I really enjoyed the older This Is My 60 videos, but the longer it's gone on, the more annoying the videos have become to endure. Just I don't get it. Like this is how many sentences is this? Is like it's 4 lines. It's 4 lines on my browser.
Like I'm pretty sure I've only done like one episode where it's been poetry, right?
Maybe I don't know. The thing is that blows my mind as well because you put out so many videos. It's not like it's only poetry now. Like there's still so many videos. That's why I don't get it. Like, it's just hilarious. This is the most pretentious thing, and you're trying to do the exact opposite. You're trying to not take yourself too seriously.
Right.
It's like when people take The Onion very seriously and they get mad.
Right.
People don't recognize satire.
It's like I don't really equate Tfue and his promotion of 60% keyboards to Hamlet and his kind of like soul searching about the nature of his existence.
That's just that. This is why I don't make content on YouTube. I don't know. I can't handle it. It's just. I mean, some of it's absolutely hilarious though.
Those 2 are great comments though.
Oh yeah, and it's on the same video. I need to look for more. I need to look at maybe the Skyrim one. But yeah, that's just some crazy stuff. And I get it though. And if you look at his Patreon, actually, if you look at Chokkan's Patreon, did I ever post that link in chat? Okay, I did. And
but like that video, like I wanted to do something about the Ducky 1-2 Mini, because it's a big thing in the mainstream community, and my channel's pretty mainstream. There's no high end, exclusive boards on there, so I wanted to do something about it, but I can't buy one, so I thought I'd just do something fun, and then I had the idea, and then I was watching, I really love Kenneth Branagh.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched him doing his version of the Hamlet soliloquy.
Yeah.
And I was actually watching and I'm like, okay. And
I get it now.
Yeah, this is like then the light shone down from above.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna read out from his Patreon real quick. Again, here's the link if you want to. I don't make any money from this, so please. But it'll really help Chokkan put out more. Maybe he could finally buy the Ducky 1 Mini 2. Ducky 1 Mini 2, right? I hate that name so much. Ducky 1 Mini 2.
Ducky 1-2 Mini, yeah.
1-2 Mini. Oh, it's 1-2 Mini.
Yeah.
That's one too many numbers.
1-2 Mini.
So Chokkan, if you read the description on Patreon, it's I make YouTube videos related to mechanical keyboards that try not to take anything too seriously. I don't profess to be an expert, but rather someone who loves to learn and collect cool keyboards along the way. Hopefully we can learn together. Yeah, see? I hope that, I wish people would just read stuff like that, find out more about you before leaving comments,
Because it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm not knows about switches and loads about keyboards and what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. That's
and
why
you
I watch
never
you.
say that you're an expert. Right? Like I've never heard that. Yeah.
I watch other people, to learn more about that kind of stuff. So like I watch other videos for that. I don't really claim to make that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I think I personally also have a pet, like I have a kind of pet peeve about people who make claims about how they're the best or they know the most, and like I don't know, I think a lot of it's also just because of like just culture. Like I grew up in a culture who didn't like that sort of bragging and stuff like that, and so whenever I hear people in the hobby who are like, oh yeah, like I know about keyboards, I know about switches, and it's always just like, really? And even if you do, what's there to be proud of? Like life's too short to take all these things so seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I always enjoy your content, because there's always something different, there's always something new, there's obviously a lot of thought that gets put into it, and if you wanted to just make money and get clicks, you would make very different videos.
Right.
Yeah, we would be at This Is My 60, episode 347.
That's right.
And all with typing tests. Like everyone will have a typing test. I think someone even asked about typing tests. Actually, I should look for that question.
That's right. When I didn't post a typing test in the Skyrim one.
Yeah, I think so. And then there was
the Skyrim one or no, it was the Stanley Parable parody.
Oh, which
video
one was that? I don't remember which keyboard that was.
Yeah.
Because I love that one, because I played the Stanley Parable for quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like the game that I would show people when they would come over. If they have nothing to do, I would show them that.
Right. Yeah, like I played it very late. I only played that game like about a month or two before that video came out. So I'd been wanting to play it for ages, and I'd never played it. But when I played it, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
The first, when like the first time you don't do what the narrator says, and you figure out, you're like, ah.
And I think that the craziest part is, I played it so many times, and then I had one of my friends play it, and I was watching, and then immediately, I think like the first or second step, they already open up a completely different story branch that I had never even seen. And yeah, like Stanley Parable, if you haven't played it, you should. It's a really good game, very well written.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Yeah. Definitely very enjoyable. I think that was the game that really made me think, oh yeah, indie games, there's a lot to love about indie games.
Yeah.
Okay, so typing test, someone asked. Oh wait, what did you want to say?
So now, like I can't remember his name, but the actual guy who narrates the Stanley Parable, you can hire him to do stuff for you.
Wait, really? So kind of like oh, what is kind of like the Gatheron Switch, Have you seen that video?
No.
The one where no, it's like talking about Gurphy and stuff like that. No, you've never seen it?
Yeah, no, you can like there's a website for voiceover artists. Like it's like voiceover UK or something. And you can hire him to say stuff for you. And there's one YouTuber that I watch. She has him saying something at the end of her video, like at the end of the video, Stanley pressed the like button or something like that, and it's actually him saying it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was actually him. I thought like it was someone doing a really good job, really good impression of him. Yeah, I think I've seen ones where it's people reading out the CS:GO memes and stuff like that. Yeah, and of course there's Fiverr, the thing that got PewDiePie in trouble as well. So anyway, typing tests. Someone asked, any particular reason you stopped doing typing tests? Is it only because to troll the audience, or is it something else?
Sorry, can you say that again? Did the sound cut out?
Any particular reason you stopped doing typing tests? Is it only because you want to troll the audience, or is it something else?
There's a few reasons. One is that I don't think anybody will get anything out of my typing, because I don't type very quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think isn't that part of why people like typing tests, right? They like to hear the fast
Yeah,
pace.
and like a nice rhythm,
Right.
consistent rhythm.
That's why people enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't get any of that from mine.
Are you a hunt and peck kind of guy, or are you?
No, I touch type, but I'm very, very slow.
Okay.
And like if you watch like you or anybody else that does typing tests, they're always like really good.
I actually get a lot of comments about how bad my typing technique is. Yeah, like it's fast-ish, but yeah, it's not great. And people are dicks about it. It's like, dude, like I'm only doing it because some people ask for it, you know?
Right. Right.
You know, I didn't like, oh, I really want to do a typing test. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I personally don't enjoy typing tests. I think everyone knows that. That's why I never try to make any videos about it.
And like you can't really tell much about the sound from them anyway, right? Because different microphones, different rooms, different
and some
placement.
people edit them as well, and then they don't record them right. They don't use their microphones right. And
right,
so,
I can just
doesn't
add
do a very
bass
good job.
at the
It's
end.
it's like trying to do sound tests for speakers, and some people actually want that. It's so weird, like why are you watching a YouTube video on how speakers sound?
Right. I've seen that where people are like, "Oh, you should demo those speakers."
Yeah, and it's like, why? You're not gonna get anything from it. Yeah,
everything sounds terrible.
Yeah, and I mean just from been following your channel for a while, I can see that you definitely like making content that you like that's like you want to make videos that you enjoy making, that you enjoy rewatching.
And now that I know that people get annoyed when I don't post the typing test, that was the reason I did that in the Stanley Parable one. That was on purpose.
Like a very subtle. That's an Easter egg right there.
Yeah, and then I think I did it again in the Skyrim one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean I've had people like ask me like, why can't you just make the same streams or just do typing tests on YouTube, and I'm like, I frankly I don't enjoy it, and that's why I don't do it. Like I get that I can get more views, I can expand the channel and stuff like that, but I personally I don't really care for that very much.
Right.
Yeah, so I can see, probably the same for you, like you definitely look like you enjoy what you do.
Yeah, because like the reason I started it is because like the reason I started making the Minecraft videos at first is just because I wanted to learn how to use, Premiere Pro and After Effects.
Yeah.
And that was just a way of doing.
He used to be a Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah.
I did.
Before
very
keyboards.
very unsuccessful one.
Don't sell yourself short. I saw you had a video with like triple-digit views.
That was my prime time.
Yeah, your mom and daughter just refreshing the tab.
Yeah. Make more accounts.
Yeah, and Mr. Keep says, I feel like typing tests like the low-hanging fruit for someone starting the hobby, want to get his feet wet on videos. I agree. It's why I don't really care for them. I mean, I know that's how I can get numbers, but I don't really care for the numbers.
Right, because the amount of boards that you could, if you did typing tests for all of those,
I could get like a pretty good number of people on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more people on YouTube means more YouTube comments, and we all know how much we enjoy those. Yeah. So I think that was mainly the questions from there. So if anyone else has anything, let me know in chat right now. If Chokkan has anything he wants to talk about, he can. You have anything you want to say?
I wanted to ask you about the JER Mini.
Okay, is that the one with the PCB screw mounting thing? Is that the one?
Yes. Is it? It's the one with the artisan holders on the left.
And then is this one with the PC mount? Where is it?
Am I allowed to post links?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'm looking at the white one right now.
That's the one.
Oh, that's the one.
That's
There's
all
only
post-
like a link to the white one. Okay. So is this the one? Because I know the Jur 60 and 80, or is it 80 or 1800? The it has that special, not really special, but I think this is just a regular top mount. I think, is it? Looks like it. Wait, so is this not related to the other Jur keyboards at all? I am so confused now. Okay, so what about the Germany?
I just wanted to ask what you thought of it, because it looks quite nice, and I think I like they had like you said, I think they had like a 60%, didn't they?
That's what I assumed it was the same person, but it seems like it might not be. Hold on.
They say in that thread that like they had the JER A06 80%.
Yeah. So JER A06.
Yeah.
See, so the JER A06 was the one that I thought was pretty cool because it's the PCB mounted custom keyboard.
Right.
Where it mounts on the PCB, and so you could do a real plateless build.
Yeah, that does look cool.
Yeah, so that one's cool. So I can't tell if the Jur Mini has that. I don't think so, right? From looking at it. I honestly have no idea.
Somebody school me on that, because I was just interested in this. Wanted to see what you thought of it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the pictures and I don't see any tabs from the PCB. Like the PCB is just a normal looking PCB, so I don't see how it could connect to the. Like it would require a normal plate. At least that's what it looks like. I don't know. It doesn't say much in the keycap thing. Regular top mount? Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Regular top mount. Okay.
Yeah, it's a regular top mount. So I mean, if you like it, go for it. There again, like I said, there's something that I don't know when Gawk will will mention that, but.
Well, I'm not buying anything now.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
how
waiting.
soon it'll happen though, but it's happening. It's happening, and yeah, and so if you have some artisans you like to put, that keyboard, I think could be good for that too.
Funds are frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only waiting for that SBXX that
SKB.
one. Yeah, I'm waiting for that
SKB
one, and then I'll get the KBD fans TKL.
Mark II. What color are you
back.
thinking?
What's that?
Do you have colors in mind?
I want to get a green, but I don't know if it'd be
Tacky.
good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like I usually play it safe with colors, and the one time I didn't, I regret not
What did
playing
you
it
get?
safe.
Was it
Like
red?
my TXCP,
Oh, what color is that one?
the purple,
Oh,
and I love purple, but I don't love
Yeah.
this purple.
this purple. Is it like a grayish purple, like a very dull purple?
Where is he?
I like how you just have all your keyboards just sitting there.
Where is it? I think they use this purple for a lot of the TX boards, right?
I think so. Okay, yes. Okay, that purple. Okay, yeah. That's the one on the TX75 that I built. That's a similar shade.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like it's not bad, but again, like if you're looking for a specific type of purple, like if you like, do you like a
Yeah.
royal purple, like a very
Yeah, I
saturated?
wanted it to be darker.
Yeah, a dark, deep purple, royal purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not a royal purple. That's more of a lilac, like a.
Like this is a GMK. So it's like
Yeah.
kind of similar.
Yep, it's something that you could match it better with pink than with purple. Like if you have
Right.
pink keycaps, you could match it better with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I should play it safe with the ABD fans.
Yeah, especially because green, green could look really nice or terrible, absolutely terrible. Like I think purple won't look absolutely terrible, but green has a potential to just look terrible.
Right.
Yeah, like green, yellow as well can just look absolutely terrible if not done well. Blue, I think is pretty. Like all shades of blue are pretty safe. Like it can't be
Right.
that terrible.
Yeah, that poor black brown tofu.
Oh yeah, yours is like a faded. Because yours is really faded, right? I think.
I will never stop going on about that.
I think so. That's why I hate that. I hate that everyone has. I think that my batch was literally the only nice brown
Yeah.
one. Because Daredevil got one. His looked black. His was black. Yours is like an off black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the color, but it's not what I want. It's not what I
Exactly,
wanted.
yeah.
Right? That's not chocolate.
That looks great to me. That looks
Yeah.
absolutely great to me. See, where's mine? Mine is. And I hate to do this to you. Oh no, I stepped on my. Ugh.
That is not chocolate. Which is what it was sold as.
Did that?
Right? It's not done. Yeah. And also, when I got it the first time, and I opened the box, and I was like, oh, they've just sent me the wrong one. So I sent it back, and then I was like, oh great, I finally got it. And then I opened the box, it was the same. Son of a.
See this? See, look at mine. Mine is.
Right?
Yeah. Like
That's what I expected.
Yeah. Because I
Bizarre.
thought mine was like, oh yeah, from some angles it looks like black or something. But then I saw Daredevil brought his over and it's like, wow, yours actually looks like black. Like mine definitely looks very brown. And then I saw
Right.
Chokkan's and I'm like, I think they sent you the wrong thing. And I thought, yeah. Well, yeah. That's why it's sad. That's why I try to tell people not to buy the brown one anymore. I've only seen one good brown one. That sucks.
Yeah.
And I hate that I'm the only. I
Yeah,
mean,
he is. He's trolling me.
yeah.
Like I even messaged him and I said, "Oh, is this chocolate?" And he's like, yes. Yes.
That's what happens in China. They do everything weird. The chocolate is gray, the chicken is orange. Yeah. Okay, so anything else for Chokkan? I don't want to keep him here for too long. Anything else? Let me drop his again, his Patreon, his YouTube, his Instagram. He doesn't use it that much.
No, because my
has-
camera's so crap.
Wait, your camera's so crap? Is that what you said?
It's my phone.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
you can do what like I sometimes use my phone, but most of the time I just use my camera to take the pictures and then I download it from the cloud on my phone and then yeah.
Yeah, I should do
It's
that.
a sneaky get around. It's all at work, but yeah, it basically you can't just do a quick snap. You have to just like whatever nice pictures you have, then just upload it through your phone.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
But like, I usually recently I've been trying to upload video on Sundays. Well,
Uh-huh.
Sunday night for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been very happy with that. I've been kind of keeping up with it. But I don't think I'll have one today because the video that I have planned, I need the help of my family to make it because somebody needs to hold the camera and somebody needs to hold something else,
Okay.
and that they're both very busy.
Oh, and you're the only one just sitting around
Yeah, I'm the one that's
having
only
a
got time to
chat,
make stupid videos.
drinking lukewarm tea.
So it's like yeah, I'll tell everybody what it's based on, and then when it comes out, then they'll know. So it's based on the if you've seen the advert for it's an Adidas advert with Paul Pogba.
Oh, nice. Do you like Paul Pogba?
I do.
You do, of course. Man United. See, I hate Paul Pogba. I'm just kidding. I don't hate him. I don't have any feelings about him.
And he says it's like he starts off and he says, "Yo fakers, stop running your mouth, start running the game."
Uh-huh.
And then it goes into this crazy slow-mo montage thing of these people
Okay.
playing football indoors, and it's so cool. I love that advert.
Uh-huh.
So I did my own remake of it,
Oh,
and my bit, like the other second part, is completely finished. All the After Effects stuff and all the masking and everything is finished. But it's just that intro part, and I even bought a replica of the shirt that he wears in the advert.
Oh, nice.
So all I need is somebody to hold a camera
Okay.
and do the other thing, and then I can make it.
Yeah. Prepare for this is so pretentious. Yo, I can't believe there's no typing
Yeah.
test in this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Mr. Keep says, sorry I joined late. Thank you for doing this. You are two of my favorite keyboard guys. Keep up the good work. Well, one day we're gonna have Mr. Keeps on here. It should be way easier to coordinate. So with Chokkan, we had to wait for him to be free, for me to be free, and I'm 14 hours behind, and so just kind of difficult piecing the two schedules together. Yeah, but we finally got him here, and I hope you all had just a little bit of him, good enough for today.
Yeah, and I hope I'm the first of many, because I'd love to see some of the other people that we have regular streams on the Discord on here.
I'm hoping someday we can have people like God. I think Red Hot would be fun. He'll probably be pretty fun on stream. And what I'm trying to do is I'm thinking, because we already have other channels and other not just Top Clight. We've got other podcasts as well where they have your regular names, will show up here and there talking about keyboards and stuff like that. And I don't really want to do that. I'm not too interested in that. I know that, if I just want to get views, that's what I can do. But I'd rather get, people that actually just like what they're doing. Like Chokkan, you're making videos that you enjoy. And, I like that. And, Mr. Keeves also, like he's not trying to get big numbers. He just likes unboxing and showing on stream. Perfect guy to be on here. Yeah, and... yeah. Hopefully, at least we ironed out a lot of the kinks today. We had a late start. That was a lot of technical problems. Like I had to
technical problems.
Yeah, I had to open up a new webcam just for today because I had some issues. Yeah, and so again, any other questions for our good man Chokkan? If not, we'll have to let him go. And again, thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you for
thank you everyone for being
everybody.
here. I won't do a raid today because
hit that like button.
Smash that like button. Yeah, so don't forget. Check out Chokkan. Again here, and hopefully he will update his Instagram. Maybe what you can do is just, I don't know. Maybe you can just make a post every week for your new videos or something. Good way to point people there. I don't know. I say that, but I don't do any of that stuff. I'm too lazy for that.
I'll have to up the game.
Yeah, I gotta get them big numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm really grateful for Chokkan. Carved out, like this was 2 hours of his day, a little over 2 hours of his day for this. So thank you, everybody. Say thank you to Chokkan and goodbye.
Thank you.
Yep, and we will see you all next time. I'm gonna do a Lego build tomorrow.
I should do with that hand.
Yeah, you should do an ad. Yeah, we should pull a Chokkan ad right now for his Patreon. Okay, yeah. So everyone else, have a good week, rest of the weekend. I will see you all on the next stream.